keep it raw, you think them little comments you making is hurting our feelings, man, but they're not, cause we're gonna keep it real in here.
That's what it is, man.
Look, you gotta take the bad with the good. We've had a bunch of good in the tradition. It's been a little down lately, but you gotta take that. You gotta take that.
Yes, sir.
It happens. You know, because
hey, I appreciate the follow, the cards. We appreciate the follow. Crew appreciate the follow,
Appreciate you.
Yeah, he's a Chiefs fan from the Ville.
How you doing, my brother?
Yeah, they said get rid of that.
I know, man.
Period.
Yeah, man. I know, man.
First of all, we shouldn't even be at the tables. We supposed to be on the couch.
We supposed to be on the couch.
Yeah, we supposed to be in the loser lounge right now, man. But hey, it took us a minute to get
bittersweet.
Huh?
Dre Day.
Nah,
yo.
Bitter, huh?
Just
we
bitter.
ready?
Just bitter. Yeah, it's fucking bitter.
Time clock.
Lay low, mate, on the beat.
Cowboys drawing a cut. Cowboys drawing a cut. Cowboys drawing a cut.
Yeah.
Cowboys drawing a cut. Cowboys drawing a cut. Cowboys drawing a cut.
Yeah, man. Welcome to
Cowboys
Cowboys Drawing
drawing a
Uncut, man. Hey, fellas, crew, we finally got in here, man. I know the nation done already touched on this 48-32 beating. Well, this is our first time getting to it, man. We done had a few days to think about this. Hey, the floor is y'all's, man. How y'all feel? What y'all want to get off your chest?
Man, they just decided to keep it quiet. What they talking about? How do you get drugged like that and you retain the coach? At the whole time, I thought Jerry was hurt. I thought this loss was a different. Like, I thought this one hurt and this one was sitting different from Jerry. But by you keeping McCarthy, that just lets me know it didn't hurt you as much as it hurt me. That didn't hurt you, man. There's no way possible that you keep that coach. There's no way. Somebody has to die. You know, if this was in the streets, somebody is getting shot. Somebody has to die. And instead you kept them.
Jerry like them 3 straight 12-5 seasons, man. To fatten them pockets up, man.
So they done broke news on that?
He's scary, man.
Yeah.
And scary when it start from the top,
Yeah.
man. He done got old and scary.
Yeah, I just found that on the way up the steps. Yeah, man. Somebody was supposed to die, Jerry, and you had the prime example to win some fans over, and He
really just showed you who you are.
Like my brother was saying, man, somebody's supposed to get whooped.
Something, man.
Yeah, some heads supposed to roll down. But you know, when you think about it, it's like we are who we've been for the last 28 some years now. Like this, keeping Garrett for longer than he's supposed to, keeping McCarthy now for longer than he's supposed to, when nobody has produced anything. Man. You know what I mean? It gets really. He's right on par with what he's been doing. So you know, settle in, fans. This is what we got, man.
He let
settle in, man.
He let Jason Garrett finish his contract out, so he gonna let him do it.
So what? So how many years? Well, he got one more year on this contract.
McCarthy got one. Yeah, he got one more year.
Damn, man.
That's weak.
I ain't even know it.
Yeah, I've been wondering, what do these coaches be knowing over? Like, what did Jason Garrett and Mike McCarthy know about Jerry Jones, where Jerry keep him extra years?
Garrett's different. Garrett was Cowboy through and through. Garrett was.
It was family.
That's family. That's family. We had on the family. Yeah, but that's still family.
Little rotten ass. He's a snake.
Yeah.
He did Wade Phillips dirty, dog. He did Wade Phillips dirty. He's rotten as a motherfucker. That's what I'm saying. Like,
he did Wade Phillips what his peoples told him to do. He was groomed for that. They was taught. He was brought in. Garrett did exactly what they wanted him to do. That was family. He should have. I'm been on record as saying he should have been fired way before.
Ice the kicker.
And we're talking about McCarthy, and okay, I can get it. If we're talking about McCarthy leaving, that's fine with me. Why is Quinn still there?
I mean,
why hadn't he got his papers yesterday?
Right.
Yeah, man.
See, that's
He the one. He really needed to go.
I don't care that he's looking to leave. Why he already pushed out the door?
Go.
Man, he was supposed to line the whole staff up like on Baby Boy and knock him out one by one.
Yeah.
He was supposed to line them up one by one.
One by one.
With the defensive coordinator, offense coordinator, everybody line them up one by one and catch him with one hit or quit. This is how you do it.
Wow, yeah,
He's supposed to Baby Boy the whole
Yeah.
staff.
Don't hit
And line Dak up with him. The whole staff.
Cuz got heart.
You're supposed to make a demonstration. It ain't no demonstration made. Like the league ain't gonna respect us because coming in the next season, when other teams look at it and know that we're still the same team, ain't nobody respecting us, man. So ain't no demonstration at all. The coach know we can do.
Do you?
Why would you have?
Do you?
What is your and what's your benefit of changing right now for any of our players? What's the benefit except for the free agents coming up? What's the benefit of changing?
Blow it up.
What you mean?
No, as far as changing your performance,
blow
what's the
it up.
benefit? They have no reason to change because they know they're not going anywhere.
Blow it up.
You're supposed to blow it up, so to make people scared, so they perform correctly.
Look, man, I've been saying this since the beginning. Remember, I told you all months ago.
They playing it safe.
They playing it real safe.
We're soft.
I ain't gonna do too much
because our coach is soft.
Yeah.
I said this months ago. We're soft
the Joneses
because
have gotten
our
soft.
coach is soft.
The Joneses have gotten soft. We don't make no splash in the off season and free agents or none of that. We ain't did it. So Brad, we playing it safe. We being cheap.
Trash.
But we ain't going to get a game changer.
Amari was the last one. That was the last.
You ain't going to get a game changer
that's made an impact. Before that, it was all bad ones. We had the Roy Williams trade, which was one of the worst trades. One of the worst trades that I've seen in a long time as a Cowboy fan. And then Amari made that splash, and that was decent. But since Amari, we ain't made
they got personal
moves.
Instead of keeping it football, which is an issue.
We got to bring in
with the Cowboys.
We got to bring in some dogs, man. We have
culture,
no
politics.
So y'all talking about bringing in dogs. We need to do this and do that. I mean, how do we do that? How do we go about doing that? Who do y'all see us getting rid of?
Well, we could have, like we talked about the other day, we could have did it in the draft. The Texans get the linebacker from Anderson when we could have clearly had him. We have to make splash impacts like that when we have the chance because we're not going to do anything in the free agency. Jerry's not going to do anything. 9 times out of 10, he doesn't. He's made a move here and there with Hankins and a couple of, but he doesn't make splashes in the free agency market.
You go get Hankins because you got Witter Quentin Bohanna in there.
Well, I'm just saying you make splashes
and you drafted Monzi.
But you have to make those splashes. When you can, you have to make those right picks and have that. You have to have someone.
Our draft's been fine though.
You have to have someone.
We've been drafting wonderfully for the past 5-6 years.
This last one,
no. So we missed once.
They slept on this.
We missed once. Yeah, we missed once, but before that,
I don't know why you get
But
the reason I say that because
we've hit every year since
we have to get some defensive hitters. We have to get some dogs. We've scored 30 points for years. Yeah. It's nothing new. Bringing some dogs on a defense and playing that old cowboy smack you in your mouth defense
run that
is
ball,
what we haven't done.
We had a dog.
Focus on the run.
I told you when we hit the dogs, if you bring the dogs around in a friendly environment, you're going to have friendly dogs.
That's
what we got.
That's what you said.
That's what you said. Marcus was a dog. Marcus was a dog. You got him around in there, and you got him and the rest of them, they start stroking.
The problem
is then he's a soft, he's
The problem is the owner. The problem is the owner soft. When he attacks the little dogs, he gets beat. So he's gonna learn at this point. I gotta stop, man.
Was a dog when he came in? Yes. Man, don't leave him. I'm telling you, yes.
He's still a dog as far as bringing that pressure.
As far as if you get mad at his owner, he might bite you for that.
Early in the season, but late in the season, he falls off.
His bark is bigger than his bite now.
No. We need a bark and a bite. We need a bark.
He's too busy worried about his brand right now.
He's not vocal enough as far as he talks. He talks on his podcast, but he don't get up in nobody's face on that team.
Yeah.
We need one of them dogs. We need a Ray Lewis dog, a dog who gonna get up in his teammates' face and check them and call them out and make them responsible. They need a dog like that on defense.
On the whole team.
I need a dog that's gonna go out on the field and produce. I don't see Garrett getting in people's face for Cleveland, but he's getting out there and
he does.
I haven't seen it. I'm not a Cleveland fan, so but I see him doing it on the field.
He gets
I
mad.
see him producing.
Chris Jones is another one who gets nasty
and
on
they're
that field.
producing on the field. They're dogs on the field. They're not pulling their teammates to the side and barking. They're doing it on the field.
They're barking on their sidelines too.
They're biting on the field. They're biting.
They're getting in chest. They're getting in cats' chest.
I ain't seen it.
But did you see how?
I've
But
seen
did you see when they said CD and Dak was off and how here goes CD again? Mike is trying to come talk to him. How do you think that will look with a dog like that on the sideline? They'll be saying that he's like a cancer to the team or something. Yeah,
hey, man.
He's getting alienated.
I saw T.O.
You got a rabbit pit bull out here with these poodles.
I saw T.O. do it for us.
And they blackballed him. They got him straight up out of it,
I'm just saying what I saw. I saw a wide receiver dog. I saw that in T.O. who makes people accountable and calls you out.
And what did it get us?
That's what I'm saying.
Man, I don't care what it got him.
What did it get us?
They got us. We should have got the Super Bowl.
Should have got the Super Bowl.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah. But we've been a shoulda, woulda, coulda ass team for the last 20
we
years.
didn't have the complete team with T.O. We didn't have a Super Bowl squad. We were good offense, but we wasn't that damn good. We had Newton out there.
You look at cats we had on. You look at cats. You look at cats we had on the defensive side of the ball when we won them championships. And we had cats.
It's a different standard.
Hold on, man. Hold on. But you had cats who would address cats. You had Michael Irvin on the offense, the playmaker, who would address cats. These cats wasn't scared to address.
But you had a coach who stood by that. You had a coach who had your back and let you bark and hit you with the leash.
And that's exactly what I said.
Because when you have
made him soft because he got a soft owner, and when he started biting these other dogs, the owner started whooping his ass.
Yeah, I told you that.
That's what happened.
And when you got a coach like that,
you brought a dog in who's soft.
I said this for years: the softest coach, and you play like your coach.
Yeah.
Dude was calling plays for Green Bay, man. Like he was still the coach at Green Bay.
Disagree with that. I can't even disagree with that. He was still on the tape, man. Hey,
how do you not have your
how
team
did we allow
prepared?
48 points?
Ask me. What was Quinn playing?
You have a fucked up culture,
was he
man.
after?
But when I think about it, like as much as I hate, Packer fans stuff, it's nuts because I seen a stat that said they have more wins in AT&T Stadium in playoffs than we do.
yes.
One team has more wins in our own stadium than we do in the playoffs.
Yes.
Hey man, you are what you are at this point. I don't see it stopping.
Packers fan called me and told me they done won 10 out of 11 last 10 out of 11.
It has, but they've won 3 playoff games in AT&T Stadium. We've only won 2.
Yeah.
So how do we approach next year? I mean, as far as fans go, what
I'm jaded.
are we?
You ain't gonna
are
be
we gonna get hyped up again in the off season during training camp and go off for everything that they feed us, or are we just gonna be like, man, I don't want to hear none of that?
We ain't gonna want to hear none of that.
I'm telling you that.
5 straight.
I always do.
When the game starts, I'm gonna
win 5 straight.
I'm be yelling at them boys. I'm gonna keep my chest
I
out.
always
I'm
do.
still gonna be
I
on
always do,
bullshit.
man.
I'm
I always
still
do.
gonna be on board. I'm
always do.
I'm still on go, man. It's Cowboys for life. I'm on go.
I always do.
Nah, man, but you was keeping it. You was keeping it how I normally keep it.
And that's
This
why
year.
that's why I know I'm gonna be back at the lecture because I'm used to this. This ain't nothing new. Ain't nobody surprised. We wasn't surprised that we lost the first round of the game. We're surprised at the effort and how we lost and the way that we lost. Losing the first round,
No, it ain't no.
We didn't get used to that, man.
No, this was the most
We done got used to it.
playoff Cowboy loss in Cowboy history.
Yeah, this is
the
But
most disappointing.
I said
loss
in our
Cowboy history.
preseason show that it was gonna take Micah and the defense
Yes.
to drag his team.
Mm-hmm.
And in that playoff game, we had no D whatsoever.
And Dak played
You
worse.
know, man.
My man got shut down by a rookie.
Look,
Rookie.
Shut down.
Shut.
But did you see before the game, he's talking, he's going to have a phenomenal playoff run.
That's his problem.
Talking.
He talked too damn much.
Got out there and got
Talked too
shut
damn
down
much,
by a
dog.
rookie.
He don't understand his smoke.
My all-pro cornerback.
He won't be everybody's friend.
Man. When he gonna
So
shoot your
is there any assistant coaches? Somebody asks, we need to build better assistant coaches. Is there
Absolutely.
anybody on y'all radar that we should go out there and grab?
Oh, the D coordinator looks like.
Yeah, go get Mike Vrabel, man. Be our D coordinator.
I think
He'll have us tough. He'll have us strong. You know,
I'm with that.
he might influence McCarthy to run the fuck out of the ball. Who knows?
I want young blood in the house. Like the league is transitioning to young, new coaches who had a flair to the game, something you ain't seen. Because the same thing happened with McVay, the same thing happened with Shanahan, the same thing happened.
McDaniels.
Mike McDaniels.
Yeah, most
all
of
of them are young, and they come in and they're player coaches.
Yeah.
And they bring something you haven't seen. This old 60-year-old coach shit. Nah, it's time. You need young blood in there right now. Get in there and change the game. Do something innovative with these young players.
New
that you have.
generation.
Yeah, you got these young players. You got to be able to connect with it because we talked about it with Jimmy Johnson and why he can never come back because he connecting to the youth of today is something that he probably can't do. We need somebody who's going to get the most out of these players and motivate them because McCarthy. He's not. I don't see no fire out of him. Even on the sideline, I ain't seen him slam a clipboard through this loss. I ain't seen him get in nobody's face. When CD got on that pouting shit, when CD got on his pouting shit, he walked over and talked to him. You can see it wasn't nothing there. Put his hand on the shoulder. Yeah, when I seen the hand on the shoulder and then patted him.
See, he already knew that game plan was terrible. He already knew something was going on.
Yeah, damn that.
And then he didn't help make no better making that damn. His body language is terrible.
Tell me.
He makes no adjustments.
And you're not responsible because you don't have a threat.
But it's so bad. I talked to a Green Bay fan. I had bet him before the game. And again, y'all been calling me Scary Terry. Y'all been calling me Scary Terry for the past few weeks. Because I felt like, I asked y'all, did you feel like we would come do this? Based on the playoff history of this team, is it unlike us to win this game, or is it more like us to lose this game? And y'all was like, well, whatever. And we did exactly. That ain't what you said. I can't remember who said what, but I remember the majority of it was
sabotage.
like, nah, we going to win. But then when I talked to the Green Bay fan, back to that, he said to me, Mike McCarthy don't make adjustments. He's horrible. And I'm like, you don't watch Cowboy football. You talking from your experience. We've said the same thing throughout the year.
Yep.
So he's talking from his experience to know. He said McCarthy is going to choke. Dak is going to choke. And I'm like, nah, because when we talk to other fans, our chests get real big. When we put that air in our chest, I could be vulnerable around my other Cowboy fans, what I'm saying? But we put an air in our chest and let other people around.
Yeah, we have to.
McCarthy's different, man. Dak been playing good all year. What Dak do? 2 picks, 1 pick six. What McCarthy do? Don't make a motherfucking adjustment. You know what I'm saying? So
but he ain't been doing that all year.
He ain't been doing it all year. But the
man threw 2 more interceptions again.
Guess what?
Look, every
Your D
playoff game.
coordinator ain't either.
But look, you said that.
Your D coordinator.
I forgot which one of us that said that. We've been saving plays for the playoffs. We've been saving plays. I don't know who it was. It was one of them. I don't know.
We couldn't get in. We couldn't get in.
I told y'all we
couldn't get in our zone.
We saved the zone. I told y'all it was defense. They saved the zone.
We couldn't even get in the rotation to try anything. We couldn't even get started. So how would we bring something else new in? You couldn't even get started.
Over everything else. That's the biggest question about this game. Period. I mean, Dak threw his normal 2 picks. I get it. McCarthy didn't adjust, but this defense and whatever he was playing just didn't give us a chance to do anything, man. I don't know.
Bro. You got your corners playing so much.
I don't know what he was doing on defense, and he
we've never done it all year.
Stayed in there, allowing his safety to get one-on-one cooked.
Then you got cursed. You got cursed at the top.
Wide open.
all night. The same
ain't never had
play.
range. He done got
the
old.
same plays, running
not
the
needing
same
10 toes.
defensive play.
No, look, they said on 50 out of 54 plays ran, we had 6 or more DBs in.
Yeah.
48.
48 of them.
48,
I said,
51,
what
yeah.
is
So,
going
so
on? They
and
are
you
gassing straight up the middle. Sabotage,
and you
got
think
bad
those
run
3
gaps.
fours with those 6 DBs is not going to allow a running game?
I'm not going to, man. They
So,
ran. They did
so
it.
But
if
even
it
that,
was
though, look at the
sabotage,
alignment,
if it
dog.
was sabotage, who benefits from that?
Somebody who's ready to go.
Somebody don't
Somebody
give a
who's ready to
shit.
go who don't give a
Something
shit.
happened. I mean, we
somebody
seen
who
CD,
trying to get a head
we seen
coaching
CD
job
and
at
Dak
Dallas.
arguing. We seen CD and
I
Dak
mean, I'm
arguing
just-
early.
it
Something
just-
going,
But
something
we're
went
keeping
down.
Mike McCarthy.
I do it, but he didn't know that then. My thing is, it's baffling to see us do something like that on defense. We haven't been doing at all.
Somebody said, "Don't blame the coaches, the players choke."
Great
Everybody
example.
did. Everybody
Yeah,
choked.
Everybody
The whole
choked.
team
Everybody
The whole team
choked.
choked.
Every
See, that's what I'm saying.
aspect.
Top to bottom. Top to
Every
bottom.
aspect.
You
More
definitely
than
don't
one
say
thing
don't
can
blame
be
the
right.
coaches.
But coaches-
Them
the
coaches
coaches got
definitely
it, yeah.
getting
Yeah.
the brunt of it.
Put you
They-
in situations
Yeah.
to win and schemes to win. And when
Yeah.
you don't put teams into schemes that allow them to be where they're best at,
Right. And they didn't approach the game right.
Nah,
They weren't mentally
Big-
prepared for the game.
not
That's
at all.
coaching.
Nowhere near.
I said last. I said
They
But
was
at the
playing-
same time, as a player, I don't need you to get me up for the playoffs.
Yeah, you do.
That's
Yeah,
right.
you do.
I
Yeah,
do
you
not. You
Yeah, you
might.
do.
I don't.
I don't.
I don't need nobody to get me hyped up for a
Bruh,
playoff
that's-
game.
I
at
don't.
home.
That's your leader, bro. Your
No,
leader,
no,
bro. If your leader ain't on
I don't
shit.
care what he's doing. I don't care what they're doing. I don't need no help getting hyped up for a playoff game. None. As if I'm the player, I don't.
What's the point of pregame speeches?
Yeah, but they
A lot of them watered down and ain't needed. That
Bro,
ain't, a lot of them ain't
leader.
needed.
A real, because I know when
Yeah.
I go to AT&T Stadium and I see Playmaker on that 80-yard screen come on, I'm just as amped
So
as
let
a
me
player will be.
let me ask you a
So
question though.
if you don't
If
hear
I
that,
see
you're gonna
that-
go out there and lay an
But-
egg
but
because
let
you
me-
know
No, but
Playmaker.
that in itself
You
is
go out
enough
there
to make you
slow.
play.
Nah.
You can't
You
go
go out
slow,
there
bro.
slow.
You will go out there, bro.
Then that was already in you anyway. You was weak anyway before it started. If you
That's
needed
what we
somebody
saying.
else to boost
That's
you up,
true.
if
That's
you
what
need
happened.
somebody else to boost you up,
That's
you was
what
weak
happened.
anyway.
That's what
you,
happened.
You need dogs out there who's ready to play.
Dogs
right.
motivate dogs.
Who come to play.
Dogs motivate dogs,
Yeah,
bro.
and so if
Dogs
you don't,
motivate
if you
dogs.
don't got nobody
Ain't
to
no
motivate
dog-
you and you ain't getting
ain't
motivated,
no
what's the
dog-
point of being out there?
Ain't no dog in that whole kennel, man.
I agree.
I agree with that.
I agree.
I agree with that. What I'm
And
saying.
I
Not
agree.
even the
It
bubble-
shouldn't take-
not even the
it
person
shouldn't
who
take
own it,
no-
man.
It shouldn't
Ain't
take
no
another
dogs
player
in
to
the
motivate
Name
you
a-
when you know the
name-
stakes.
but
man.
no-
And
Name a
you know the
leader.
stakes. This is the playoff.
Name a
These ain't-
leader.
I agree with that statement. When you going to play Washington and you already in the playoffs and you need help to boost up because you know you're supposed to beat them. This is the playoffs.
Name a leader.
This is to get to the next level.
That's
and
right.
You need boosting.
Name a leader.
And we're at home.
And not only
Name-
that, checks are boosting.
Name-
Every game that you advance, checks are boosting.
Name
So
a
you
leader
got
that
double
hasn't been vocal,
motivation.
dog. Name one leader who hasn't been vocal.
Pat
Who's not
Mahomes.
vocal?
Jerry
Pat Mahomes,
Rice.
and you watched the
Rice
quarterback.
on the- he
You watched
wasn't
the quarterback
vocal.
documentary,
What do you
right?
say, Jerry Rice?
Jerry Rice was, but see, so Joe Montana wasn't
I
the
said
vocal
Jerry
leader.
Rice.
So you think Jerry Rice? You think Jerry Rice never had a pregame speech?
Jerry
he
Rice
needed it?
was not a vocal leader.
He's not
He
a
might have
vocal
said
leader.
something every now and then because he's the best player on the field. He led more so by example.
Examples.
Okay.
Best play on
I
the
You want to
field.
say vocal leader? Just go to Michael Irvin. It's right in our backyard.
Mike
You
Irvin, I
ain't gotta
said
go
that.
no
That's what I
further.
said. Like that's
Ray
what I'm saying.
Lewis,
Ray
you know
Lewis.
what I'm
But let me
Again,
ask you.
those are the dogs that motivate the
But let me
team.
ask you though.
You need that, dog. Just say you don't need that.
It doesn't take anything to motivate them guys. Why should it take anything to motivate
It's a
us?
different generation.
no,
dog. Like,
man.
it just have to be.
No, I'm
it
just
is
saying,
what it
it's
is,
the
dog.
culture.
It's the culture.
It's
Culture
the
is okay. That's
culture.
the better word for it.
It's
The
the
culture
culture,
of
bro.
football has changed. Period.
the culture.
It's not the same type of guys that we had in the
Nah,
'90s.
nah,
Not for
nah.
winners.
The person
It's
is
not
Not
like
for
that.
Not for
winners.
the winners.
But it's
Don't
still
think
not for
cats from
winners.
Georgia and Alabama's coming in the league and you think they like losing? Don't think for 1 minute they enjoy
don't.
that.
I know they don't like losing, but when you look at the day and age that we're in currently, when you look at Kansas City, that's not a traditional winning football organization. But they've been able to put that into the fan base and also.
No, they got a little history to them, though.
No, but it's not the same, dog.
It's
So
their
when you
culture
see
of football,
when you see their motivation, dog, this generation now, when you look at Patrick Mahomes, dog, he's literally they have TV shows based around these people. we didn't see that the money and the brand. We said that before time. Now people are playing for the brand. They played for the Cowboys in the 90s. They're playing for money now. They're playing for podcast likes. They're paying for Madden deals, bro. It's not the same, bro.
Cowboy players are.
Everybody.
Kansas City them is out here playing for championships.
Right.
So you see, so you don't think that
I'm gonna tell you this.
Appreciate the follow,
I'm gonna tell
Junior.
you this. They had Kevontae Turpin and Sam Williams had a party that he promoted on his page on Instagram. That they were having a victory party after the game, before the game. The day before, you're not focused on football.
Not focused on football.
You're overlooking your opponent first and foremost.
That's the culture. And I said that.
That's not winning culture, man.
It's not winning culture, but that's the culture of the NFL.
No, man, no. That's arrogance.
That's not going on
That's
everywhere.
arrogance. When you overlook an opponent's man and taking this like,
but we
that's arrogance.
We talked about this.
We was arrogant in here.
I told y'all don't come in with the
I definitely was arrogant.
I was excited for the playoffs.
I was excited for the playoffs, but I was also
excited for the playoffs.
No 7th seed in the history of the NFL playoffs is beating a 2 seed.
Never happened since
Why
2020.
shouldn't I be arrogant?
I mean, but I'm gonna be arrogant because it's my boys anyway. That's just what I'm. That's just what I'm doing.
Excited for the
Because
playoffs.
of our history, we couldn't be arrogant. The same word I used earlier is what I used on that podcast that week. I'm jaded. Man, I done seen it all. I done been hurt.
Yeah, you said it, man.
Man, they done hurt me. I done been hurt by them
for a
too
long
many
time.
times for me to get too hyped up
Yeah.
going into it. I done been hurt.
And now you heard. I said that. We just seen this. We read this book.
Yeah, I had a false arrogance, man. I think it was the camera and the podcast, you know, that got me out there like that, man, trying to speak.
Man.
We was
some
already
good
talking
things
about it
into
anyway because we knew we didn't have linebackers nor a run game. We knew that.
I'm never jaded about that. Like Rick
we ain't
said,
lost at home.
like Rick said earlier. This time next year, he be talking again.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's just what I do.
In my mind, I'm going into the season like, man, I ain't messing with him. I ain't doing this. You know, I've been here before. Next year, some hater gonna say something, and my arrogance and pride ain't gonna let that come back.
And even if I'm going against a team and I think if I really think we can't beat them, you'll never know that.
Nah, man, but Slick, man, he kept it conservative the whole time, man. Like
I felt it.
Except them first 2 games.
And I
70-10. San Fran humble that out of me. San Fran humble that
Going
out of
into
me,
the
bro.
San Fran, man, you was off in the corner chilling, man.
Man, San Fran humble that out of me. That loss, that was something different, man. I felt the same way. The same way, man. We laid eggs. We soft.
It's funny.
As OG said, we soft.
He said there saying,
And everybody know it, and they talking about it.
We saw it.
Look, he said the San
We still ain't got the message.
San Francisco lost humbled you, dog, but it's so funny because it's like, I was there. I seen it, and coming home, I didn't. It feels different after seeing it. My whole memories were everything I did outside the football game. I've literally erased the football game out of my head. I talk about everything else that I did.
You came back.
The football game.
You came back and you was humbled out. You was like, man, we was. And then we went on that 5-game win streak.
And I was on it.
Oh man.
And I was on it.
He was back.
He was mad.
He was back.
He took his glasses off. He smiled. He wasn't scared.
I was back.
He wasn't scary or nothing.
Appreciate the likes, y'all.
You know when the
Boy, he was on top of the
Y'all got
Eiffel
any
Tower,
questions
wasn't
for
he?
the
Like,
crew?
you know.
that was good,
Cowboys
bro.
wrong
But I
uncut.
knew.
Go nuts.
We was going crazy. But I knew, like, we really, in all actuality, we haven't played great. We won the Seattle game, but we didn't really. Our defense was letting us know what was going on with them at the start of the Seattle game. Because after that, we were getting shredded. And then we go to Detroit, and they don't go nuts on us, but we have to eke out that win. And we turn around and we beat Washington, and everything's back to normal. So that same energy I have for Philadelphia for winning a game, winning close games, but showing you that they're ready to lose. We were doing that for a long time.
Yeah, you
so
were
I have
saying
to keep
that
that
too.
same energy about, like, you know, you looked at Philly and you knew they were this close to. They were finding ways to win, but you like they're really not that great with
But
us.
48 points, man.
I mean, dog, we gave up 40. Didn't we give up 40 to San
At
Fran?
home.
It's nuts, but fuck, this team don't play good on the road, or evidently, or at home.
No,
the
no,
team
no,
is
no.
who it is. It
No,
sucks
no,
because
no,
it
no.
was at
I know
home, dog.
48
We
points,
choked in the
man.
big
In the
spotlights.
playoffs, big spotlights, and that's
That's
what it was.
what's going on.
During the headlights. So what would make me think we've been doing this? What would make me think that we
I
wouldn't
told
do
you
it
that
again?
get that little wide-eyed look, man. It's over.
My thought is any team that's good, they don't necessarily have to be good. Any team that wasn't scared to play us was going to be a factor. Detroit wasn't scared.
yeah.
That was a hard one. Anybody on that
Seattle wasn't scared.
Seattle wasn't scared.
Buffalo
No.
wasn't scared of
Anybody on the road
So
wasn't
I'm
scared.
just saying, man, not to
scared.
cut you off,
Go ahead,
man,
you
but I'm just Jordan Love. This is his first playoff appearance, right?
Two things going with
You don't know what you don't know. He was out there
Jordan
playing
Love was
free, dog.
First of all, they hot. They
weren't
already
playing
hot
free,
going
dog.
into it.
They won
And then
4 or 5
second,
in a row,
and
right?
second time,
It was hot.
they're running the ball.
Yeah, that's all.
They running back.
It's
You said
Aaron
we had
Jones
gave up
who
100
led
yards
the
in 3
way.
Yeah, we
games.
gave it.
It
We
was
gave up
Aaron.
one.
It was Aaron Jones
Yeah,
that led the way,
so
man.
they was running the ball, and we biting on play action, and we was shook. We didn't have an answer for nothing.
I'm listening to sounds from the sideline.
We look
And Aaron
bad.
Jones just led that way, dog.
Aaron Jones led
He
that way.
told them what they was gonna do in them huddles,
out, hit the front runner
man,
in
and
the
they
mouth.
did
Ain't that what he
just
said?
what they said, dog. And they believed in, they rolled with him, and they bought into him.
In the podcast, I told you when we said what
He
are we
was a
concerned
leader.
with this game. I told
That's
that
what
Brett
we
game.
don't have.
I'm concerned with Aaron Jones. He had 3 straight 100-yard games coming in, and we ain't stopped the run. And that was my
But we
biggest
ain't let
concern.
somebody behind the microphone. We ain't allowed a 100-yard rusher.
And 3
we ain't
games.
allowed a 100-yard rusher.
You go back to Miami. Go back to Buffalo.
So you telling me
That was me.
that
that was
Green
me.
Bay's running backs are
That
better
was
than
me.
Detroit's running backs? The Green Bay's running backs
It's better than
are better
Miami's
than Miami's running back. We didn't allow a 100-yard game.
See, that's why they need to blow up the whole staff, the building, the
with you.
players,
The whole thing.
everything, man.
Everything by AT&T can stay.
For real,
AT&T
you
can
see how
stay.
y'all got me looking in front of the
with you
crew?
on that.
I was literally worried about that running game, and I said it.
I mean, we've been
I
talking
said
about
it
it
last
all
week.
year.
But y'all
that
also was
I was
agreeing
worried
with me
about
that
that
their
running
running game wasn't as good as Detroit's running game, and we were able to
Arizona's
shut them
wasn't either.
down.
Arizona's
I'm with you on that. In all, it's not. But at the same time, their running back was hurt for most of the time, and since he got back, he was
Yeah.
hotter than everybody else.
Yeah.
They hot. They hot, man.
Yeah.
And
Early,
he's
in the,
comfortable coming home,
early in the
man.
season, Steve said, "I don't want to peak right now.
Appreciate the
Save
follow,
it for the end of the
Vanessa.
year. I want to peak at the end of the year."
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Green Bay did. They didn't peak right now. They
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
their best ball
That's right.
at the end
That's
of
right.
the year, like we should have been. And catch
Yeah.
a hot team is you better be ready.
You don't like
Sauce.
Bring your lunchbox.
Green Bay's
Sauce.
playing. Green Bay's playing with house money right now because you weren't supposed to be there. You made it in, and right now you don't.
No,
you don't
man.
know how big.
No,
the
It ain't
man.
that they're
Jordan
playing.
Love.
It ain't that they're playing with house money.
No,
Green
man.
Bay been playing playoff ball for like the last 6 or 7 weeks. They've been having to win every game.
They
Didn't they lose to
were,
the Giants a couple
man.
weeks
Just-
ago? Didn't they lose to the Giants a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
week
good.
16,
I can't believe it.
24-22.
24-22 to the Giants.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're
So
still
that's not a
playing-
good. That's not
they're-
a good win.
How
That's
many?
not a good loss.
What they beat Kansas City in Kansas City right
They
either
shouldn't
right
have
before
beat
that or right
Kansas
after
City.
that.
They shouldn't have again.
Either
That was
right
a,
before
that
that
was a
or right
play.
after that.
They were.
They beat Detroit in Detroit.
Okay, that's probably a good
Yeah,
win,
about
too.
14.
They won in Kansas
Probably
City
a good
in
win.
Arrowhead.
Kansas City, they shouldn't have won. That was a play. That was pass interference that they missed. He jumped on.
Man,
He jumped
hey,
on.
man,
That was a really bad one.
man.
Like,
A win's a
they
win,
weren't gonna
man.
win that.
So
They
let
weren't
me
gonna
ask
win
y'all
that, but they
this.
shouldn't
Let me
have.
ask
They
y'all
weren't gonna win
this.
that, but they shouldn't have.
And I'm not trying to put this on Dak or nothing. I'm just saying,
I'm putting
I'm putting it on
without the 2 interceptions, do y'all think we have a chance of winning that game?
No.
No, I'm not putting this on that.
Because that was
right.
for
The
sure
Defense is on
14
the
points.
no matter what the offense
If
gives.
you
For
don't have
sure.
the 2 interceptions,
That's
it's probably a
14
different
points.
looking game anyway.
But
It's probably a
you're not
different looking
stopping
game. I mean,
them.
something's going
You're not
wrong.
stopping
we
them.
weren't gonna
Defense
stop
wasn't
them.
stopping them. No.
So if
But-
Dak don't throw them interceptions and you punt, and it's not gonna say that
Well,
with them 2 interceptions
he's still
we're gonna
through.
score.
I ain't gonna say yet because
we're not stopping them.
when we get points, it translates into better defense. The momentum shift.
Only when
So you
you're
got
up.
others. No, we weren't getting them, but when shit happens on one side of the ball, it usually translates to
Only
the other
when the
side.
game
And they
is
got the
close.
ball first, ran down the field, and
absolutely.
stung us.
Hey, ain't
But
you
we-
know,
we
when
never
you look
did
at
that.
Right in the
strategy,
mouth.
When you look
And
at that
then when we got
strategy,
the ball, we
it was amazing. It was really good, though. Like the fact that they took the ball first and did what they wanted to do. we had said that before about Jordan Love not allowing him to be confident, coming out and hitting him in his mouth from the jump. Don't let him gain his confidence to where he's slinging the ball without worrying about anything. The first thing they did was get the ball, gave it to their quarterback, and have faith in the fact of we're going to run it down your throat and get up on you.
But we had him on third down and got a sack, and you get a penalty.
And you got a penalty.
Penalties. You come again on the next time and you hold them to third down and you get another penalty.
Yeah.
You killing yourself, man.
And then not only that, you holding them to 2nd and longs, and they picking up big plays.
Big chunk plays.
Big chunk plays.
Running zone. We ain't ran zone all year.
All year.
Third and forever running zone.
Game.
But your offense,
Hold on. What is it, second quarter, first? One of them quarter, it was a crucial moment. We gave up a long 3rd and 9.
Where dude's wide open?
And you dropped Micah in coverage on 3rd and 9.
Yeah, I remember that.
You dropped Micah in coverage on 3rd and 9.
Yeah.
And you got 3 people in one area who don't know what the hell to do.
Right, that's right.
They're just out there.
We supposed to
not
be
covering, they just out there. Then the play opens up the valve, nobody knows their assignment, and the play get a wide open catch.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, bro.
So
Even the alignments was
So why? I guess we was looking at Shaq as far as linebacker. Don't y'all think it like not going after the running back and a linebacker cost us this season too?
absolutely. We got rid of them. The ones we
When
had.
when Van Der Esch goes down,
Yeah.
and then not having that physical runner that Terry was trying to bring up Henry earlier in the season too. That we could have picked up.
You never really you ran out all your depth for linebackers. You had 1 or 2 linebackers in your linebacker room.
In your room that you had cut earlier.
You had Jabril Cox. You had
That's what
Devin Harper. Like he spoke up and said something. I got rid of him. Like
The Overshown injury, that was the one that kind of put our linebacker core on notice. Then at that moment, that's when everything shifted. When Overshown, when he got hurt in the preseason, that's when everything shifted as far as now moving pieces around, having to bring down.
You know why? You know why I think that's bullshit.
When he cut Jabril Cox, that was like,
you know why I think I ain't feeling that because you got to think. It's been going on for a minute. Dan Quinn's been getting rid of our linebackers for a minute because he has this tendency to always want to take a safety and make him a linebacker. Mm-hmm. He's doing that in with the Atlanta Falcons.
Because
he
all
came
of
over here
his,
with that, bringing them over here.
Because the majority,
trying to use all that speed.
The majority of what he does is based off speed. That's why he's 0-6 against those guys we were talking about.
Name the guys so everybody else know.
Because they know him.
LaFleur, McDaniels.
Shanahan.
Shanahan can't beat him.
That's why he's 0-6 against these guys because they know he's just speed.
Yeah.
They use their brain.
He's not. He's arrogant, and he don't want to get
make
out of that.
adjustments as well.
He don't want to adjust.
He's the whole.
He forces.
The whole issue is arrogancy, man. And really, it starts with Jerry because he sees what product he has on the field. He sees that. He's looking at that from the bird's eye view. He sees the product, and you don't make necessary adjustments for free agents before trade deadlines and this.
Because Jerry don't know what the hell going on for real, man.
But
is it just a cap situation?
Jerry
Jerry watching that money.
Jerry just listen to what people tell him, bro. He don't really know, man.
Come on,
so
man.
speaking
Jerry
of money,
got more hands on and just listen to somebody believing
if
what
he
they
had
say.
more hands on, he'd been spending that money like he used to.
Speaking of money, man, do y'all want? Are we gonna extend Dak?
Jerry don't know, bro.
And
What y'all want to do?
everybody can go.
Yeah.
Start
I
over.
don't want.
But let's be honest.
go.
If he's keeping the coach, what's the odds that Dak's not gonna be there in June?
Dak's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Just
I think
if
he
we're
is.
talking realistically, or what we want. If we're talking realistically, Dak
gonna
and
get some money.
McCarthy will be back.
And he gonna
Realistically,
choke again.
do I want that? No.
Till he show me other.
So are we gonna extend him though?
He probably gonna get. He
He'll
probably
get
gonna
that
get a
59
3 year,
for the next 2.
3-4 year, 3 to 5 years.
So what would we do if we don't extend him? He would just play
Trey
1
Lance is our
year.
guy.
But would he play one more year?
It's like,
Yeah.
you
So
going
we'll
to
have-
draft the best quarterback at
He
the
would still be for
24th
next year.
pick?
We still have him next year. He was under contract for next year, right?
Yeah, 60, but I don't.
So we really,
60.
But do you want to give him 60? That's why you got to.
Right.
That's why you have to.
You gotta have it by
Right.
June.
So
June,
we
he's
really-
gonna get
Right.
60 in June.
are we really
Yeah.
saying that
So
we're looking forward to
something
Trey
has to
Lance
be
in the future?
No.
Okay, I was just asking.
Then what you gonna do?
I'm with it. I'm with it.
I'm with it. I don't care.
I mean,
What are you gonna do? Lose in the first round?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm with
So
it.
hold on,
If we-
I'm with it.
So you feel like
He's
you
a
rather
first-round
struggle
talent.
you rather struggle and not make the playoffs or possibly not make
That's
the
that scary
playoffs.
ass talk they've been talking
No,
about.
again,
all
I
day,
want
bro.
to. I'd rather make it. I'm okay.
That's because that was your
I'm
MVP.
okay with making it to
Your
the.
MVP Dak.
So y'all okay with not making it to the playoffs? That's what
Look,
you're telling me.
I'm-
Y'all
look.
say we go back to
So
the
how you
making
know
it to
that
the
he's
playoffs.
not?
Look, man.
I
Did
want
you
it to
think?
go
Did
bad
they say?
so we can get
Did they say
changed.
love wasn't
Look,
gonna make
look,
it?
man.
I wanted
look,
to get
man.
embarrassed
It's
so we
terrible.
get
Who knows
changed.
what we got, man?
We've
I'm
seen
okay.
I
Trey
know what
Lance.
we got on.
We've seen Trey Lance.
Well, I'm okay.
When did you see Trey Lance? How much did you watch Trey Lance play?
Trey
No, you
Lance ain't
why
even
did-
seen himself.
Why the fuck did San Francisco? Green Bay didn't let go of Jordan Love. San Francisco let him go. What is that telling you? They chose Brock Purdy
Brock
when they
Purdy
already
got
had
better
him
than
in there.
him.
He
Brock
got
Purdy
hurt.
got
They had
better.
Garoppolo. They had Garoppolo.
Purdy
and
fits
they had-
they got drop back passers that
Hey,
fits
man.
their
You think there's
system.
nobody else? You
Yeah,
think if
They
he was
got
good-
drop back passers who fit their system. His
Right.
You think
Check-
that they were good? You think that San Francisco would have, if they had belief in him, they would have gave him to
Check
Dallas?
this out, Terry.
He was
Brock
not
Purdy
going to
did
start. I
some
don't care how
wild
good he
shit.
was going to do. He
would've
was
gave
not
him
going to
Dallas.
go over Purdy.
Brock
They
Purdy
would've
came
gave
in
So
and did
why
some
can't
wild
we?
shit.
If that's the case, why can't we spend some money? Why can't we trade up?
I'm
Why
cool
can't
with
we
that.
draft
I'm
a
cool with that. I'd
quarterback?
rather go draft.
But guess what?
I'm just saying Stroud was in the playoffs this year. Stroud was in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm with
I'm ready
that.
to go with Cooper Rush over Dak right now.
Look, man.
You get what you get.
I'll take losing in the first round
I don't-
versus
What?
9-7. Versus 9-7, I'm cool.
Get 9-7 and show me.
That's
Look,
not that's
to-
not a
to be-
Cowboy
to be
mentality.
honest,
though.
Show me 9-7
That's not
with
what
the
we-
9-7.
Yeah,
Show
yeah,
me
yeah,
9-7
yeah.
with
You
the
like
future
the
to
new
get
system,
better,
man.
with the
How
opportunity
do you
of
have-
moving.
how do you have-
It's 12-5, and you know that you're gonna fold in the play. I know next year if we make it, it's a 50-50 chance. 75%
75,
chance. The
20,
dude's gonna throw 2 interceptions,
75,
one of them gonna be a
25.
big six, and we're gonna struggle.
A
I
pick
know this.
six,
But when you,
man.
I know this.
How is 9-7 showing?
Bro,
your
you're not
improvement?
even gonna go for that,
How
bro.
is
You're gonna be
9
crying
no,
all year.
But I'm not.
and
I'm
you
not
gonna-
ready to
we're gonna get
struggle.
to
I'm
the
not
end.
ready
You
to
ain't even
rebuild right
feeling
now.
that,
Keep
bro.
what we. If
You're
this is our best
rebuilding.
option.
Oh man,
If this is our
what
best
difference
option.
does it make if we're losing in the
Right.
first round anyway,
So
Jerry?
you
Y'all
cool
would
with
not
12
sit
and
there-
5?
Y'all would not sit there and
Yes.
tell me y'all okay with the
Yes.
9-7 season.
You are too,
And no
'cause guess
playoffs.
what?
Who cares
All we
about-
care
who
about is
cares
championships,
about-
I like-
and we ain't seen one.
Who
This
cares
is-
about a
Show me that you're trying
Who
The
something.
cares
last
about
3
So-
seasons.
who cares about a
Show
12
me
and
you
5
trying
in the
something
first round
different.
dismantle?
Out of 18 weeks of football,
Right.
out of 18 weeks of football,
Right.
I do not want to cry majority of the season. I had a good season and it
So
ended
you only
horribly.
cried 3 less games?
That's not no good season, bro.
Who
You know what it was
cares
like-
about
you know
a
what it was
12
like when
and
Brad
5
Johnson
in the
was playing?
first round dismissal?
Bro, you know
Nah,
what it
we
was like when Brad
judging
Johnson
by the
was playing.
playoffs. We're the Dallas
You know what it was like when John
Cowboys.
Kitna was fucking playing football, dog. Y'all know what that was like. That shit didn't
We're
feel
not
good.
just
When
satisfied
Cal
with getting
Orton-
to the
when Cal Orton was
playoffs.
playing.
Are you comparing him, Trey Lance to them?
No, what I'm saying is that we were losing those years. You didn't like those were the worst seasons to have. So I'm talking about along the season. So look, okay, it ended horribly, whatever. I'm talking about during the season. I do not want to be 9-7. I don't want to be 9-7 because you're not making the playoffs versus going 12 and 5. And along that
Buccaneers in the
season,
playoffs.
the Buccaneers are in the playoffs.
Houston
but
Texans
they got
in the
dogs.
playoffs.
They got dogs. We ain't got no dogs.
Houston
They got
Texans
dogs. We
in
ain't
the
got no
playoffs.
dogs.
You
But
talking
9-7,
wrong
no.
shit.
You talk about the AFC
9-8
South.
now in 17 games.
The Buccaneers, bro, you
Okay,
can't
bro.
compare that.
They
We're
play
not
better
in,
than us.
Look,
They
in
play
9-7,
better than us.
9-7, do we make the playoffs at 9-7?
And they going to the
right now?
next
We
level.
don't know what the
Playoffs
East
not
gonna
set
look
up.
like. Look how
Teams
weak
made
the
it.
Eagles and
How do you say that? Because the
and the
Eagles win the
Commodores
division.
and
The Eagles
the
win the
Giants
division.
are, man.
The Buccaneers made it in with that record. What was Green Bay's record? 9-7 too. Right?
Right. And they made it.
Texas got in 9-8.
The Texans
Cleveland
made
at the end
it.
of
I'm
the
saying it's
season,
they're
I'm
gonna go.
saying
They're gonna
there's
go.
that-
But the
That
East,
ain't
you act
team
like
to
the
get in.
East is strong.
Peaking
No,
at
the
end of
NFC East
season.
with the record
And
wise.
they got in.
Philly still was.
And they
Philly
got
still was better
in
than
with a
that.
first-year quarterback. Why can't we do it?
We got in with a first-year quarterback. We've done that. We got in with a first-year quarterback. We was 13-3 with a first-year quarterback.
So what do
Well, he won a
done
game,
it.
though.
We've done it. He did win a game. But I'm saying we've done that. We've already went through this. So, again, if you're telling me right now I'm not okay with seeing Cooper Rush for the whole season, fuck it. Dak, you don't go out there. I'm not cool.
Well, what about Trey? Giving Trey a try.
Throw the towel in, bro, and give it up.
Give it to Trey.
For the whole season.
Give it to Trey. Give it to Trey. You got to try something different. You can't go around with McCarthy and Dak out here and expecting different shit.
So Trey Lance,
different things right now.
Trey Lance
My bad. TikTok, I'm with you. You can't expect different things right now, man.
He's a player developer.
McCarthy, you said that we could be better with McCarthy and Trey Lance versus McCarthy and Dak. Are you willing to give it a chance? McCarthy's still the issue.
I'm willing to get rid of both.
You're willing to fire him. I don't think that's going to make a
I'd rather see somebody.
It's not going to make it. Both of them should be gone.
Yes.
I'd rather see somebody give it a shot and see what he can do versus somebody we know is gonna keep.
That's what I'm saying, man.
His eyes wide.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying.
9 seasons,
and he's scared. I'm not with that, bro. I'm not messing with you, bro. If we go out here and get in a fight and we lose and you don't fight, but I'm messing with you if you get out here and fight with me.
Every single time we run up on
lost together.
Every time we run up on somebody tough, you get wide-eyed and you get scared. Every single time. The only time you'll play good is if it's another soft team.
I'm a war with you, long as you
want. So now you're saying that Dak, you okay with the new quarterback under McCarthy? So you saying with the new quarterback, so is McCarthy not? I say both of them are the issue.
I say both of them.
If that's the case, I say we get rid of one, go ahead and get rid of the other one, start all the way brand new.
But it ain't happening now. We already know it.
If you put Trey Lance or Cooper Rush in with McCarthy, it would be worse.
I don't know what it'd be. I don't know what it'd be. I know what happened if you put Dak and McCarthy together. I can tell you what happened with Dak. I know what happened with that.
We seen Cooper Rush when Cooper Rush was able to game manage.
I'd rather give McCarthy a shot with somebody not so scarred.
He can be Philadelphia.
I'd rather give him a shot with somebody not so scarred.
So put Trey Lance in.
Put him in. I'd rather give him a shot with somebody not so scarred.
I need to draft a young stud who can actually put some pressure and make Dak realize that you about to go because I'm about to take your spot.
He gonna
those two that we have on the bench right now are not threatening.
Or this. Like I was saying earlier, we can turn them into Trent Differ all the way, man. By going straight to the run game.
Absolutely.
Go get a Derrick Henry.
You got to.
Run the ball.
You got to. That's the only way it's going to work.
Commit to the run.
That's how it went
to
when he
take the pressure off of Dak.
Is that how
like he did his first year when he did that?
Yeah. He was running the ball that's the only way I see Dak working in the playoffs is that we got somebody big back there that we can hand it off to, and we're running the ball 30, 35 times a game.
Yeah, and we running, and we know we gonna run it, and we gonna be successful.
I don't know how much tread left on them tires.
But we don't.
The price that you gonna pay.
Or you right.
We gonna draft somebody for sure.
We definitely gonna draft.
But we need to commit to the running game, man. If we're gonna
keep Dak.
Ride with Dak.
Yeah.
So with that said, are we paying Tyron?
We got to get a little better on that offensive line as well.
Absolutely.
Are we paying Tyron?
Nah, what are you talking about that for? Where do you think it's gonna come from?
No, I'm asking because you're talking about the run game. So at this point, it's almost be looking time to start rebuilding this offensive line. You have Biotish.
Blow it up.
Doug's getting.
It's 14 of them, ain't it?
What 14? What?
Free agents.
Blow it up.
Tyron's a free agent this year, right?
Yeah.
Tyron Smith's a free agent. So when you think about that, it's like who are we paying out?
We need a linebacker.
TP's a free agent.
We need a linebacker.
TP's a free agent.
You need a linebacker. You need a safety. We need.
And you got.
If Jay run up, he can get up through it.
You need a defensive tackle.
A left tackle.
Yeah, left tackle.
You need a
defensive tackle.
Defensive
so
tackle.
24,
yeah.
You might already got one on the team
24,
they playing. When we drafted, I seen Richards from North Carolina. We put him. I'm like, hey, he's a good lineman. We seen him work a little bit.
So at 24,
he didn't get a lot of work. He should have, but
what are we doing at 24?
He might show up in
all
camp
of those positions. What do you want to see at 24 out of all of those positions?
Linebacker, something on defense.
Or best player available?
It's what it's just
yeah.
Best player available.
Best player available. If it ain't like a
You want a receiver?
No, I'm
Like,
saying
if we
I'm
draft-
saying no. I'm saying best player available unless it's I don't need another receiver out
You
there.
don't?
Nah. I'm cool with Cookie. I'm cool with Fergie. I'm cool with CD. It's other things that we need more than a receiver.
I think Dak do need like a 6'3" big receiver, and I like Keon Coleman just putting that out there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause he's nice and he's an athlete.
might be gone by 24.
He
Yeah, he might be gone by 24.
He might be. Hopefully not. There's some other guys they like. Let's see.
I need one of them linebackers,
he needs a big target.
defensive linemen from Alabama, Georgia, SEC. I need one of those pluggers. I need one of those ham-hocks.
Man,
I
if
need
they
one of them.
tripping, go get Mike Evans, man. If they ain't, won't pay him
Go
this
get
money.
Mike.
Go get Mike.
get
Put
Mike.
him back with
Mike-
Dak, man. He might help Dak a lot. He gonna help Dak a lot.
No.
They done played together.
We're not going to pay that much money. We're not going to spend
He
that
a little older though.
yeah, we're not gonna, that's why he's leaving her, because they ain't giving him the money.
I don't know how much he want.
Didn't he play in Texas in college, didn't he?
Nah, he with Dak. Texas A&M.
No, Dak played at Mississippi. Dak transferred, didn't he? Did he transfer?
That was at Mississippi State.
Mississippi State,
I
yeah,
mean, yeah.
So, now Mike went to Texas, didn't he? Mike went to Texas A&M.
Nah, they was out there together, wasn't they?
Mike went to Texas A&M.
I need one of those.
But their colors is just the same.
I need one of those defensive aggressors out of the SEC. I need one of them boys. I need one of them guys that come into the league and immediately make an impact.
I'm okay with Blake Corum.
Hey, I can't even fathom looking the next season right now, man.
Shit, you ain't got
Well,
nothing
you better
to
get
look
used to it.
What are you doing?
Yeah, there ain't no looking
You
in the
better get
rearview
used to
mirror.
it now.
Spaceships.
No, I'm not looking at. No, I'm not. No, man, I'm not looking in the rear view either, though. But I'm not preparing my mind towards next season yet because it's still too much football going on around me.
Nah, I blocked all. I got blinders on. I don't know none of that.
I don't care about
know none of
But
that.
I don't want to
I'm
see
missing
it.
it.
I'm talking about I don't want to see it, but I know it's going on. So how can I start looking for the
I'm already
future?
scouting.
Well, I tell you, I'm already.
Next year I'm gonna be back with my chest out.
I'm already.
We them boys is back. We still them boys.
I'm already looking forward to February the 29th going down to Indianapolis for the combine. I'm looking forward to that already right now.
Yeah, but you know, it's so funny. Somebody asked me, it was like, as a Cowboy fan, are you delusional? Are you crazy? Are you stupid? Are you irrational? Are you loyal? And you know
put that all in the bag and shake it up,
You know
man.
what my answer was for that?
What?
They asked me which one am I, and I just said yes. I'm all of them.
You all of man, you shake it up. Shake it all up.
You just told him, give me that gumbo.
Give me that gumbo. Crazy,
gumbo.
irrational,
Some all that.
delusional.
Give me that gumbo.
I'm
Some all
loyal,
that.
you know what I'm saying? But that loyal, it's a lot of loyalty in there, dog, because we've been doing this for a long time, and we've sung this song every year for the last 28 of them.
Yeah.
It's been the same song, man, and we still sit here today in front of you. Dre made a good point, man. He said this is the best time to still rep your team when there's no reason to.
Right.
You know, there's no reason. Literally, they've given us no reason to be as loyal as we are. This has been by far the worst relationship of my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been by far the worst relationship of my life, man. So, and again,
Like
I'm
them
still
relationships that last 65
it's
years.
toxic, dog, and they letting us know what it is, but I continue to stay. So it's on me.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah.
on me. So I look at it like, hey, man, I'm going to be here regardless, man. I'll take the roller coaster during the year. And, you know,
Loyal
fuck
to
it,
a
at this
fault.
point- At this point, just to follow my face, I know it's coming. I know it's coming.
Charlie
Every year.
Brown with the football.
You know it's coming.
I know they're gonna raise that
You know it's
football
coming,
up,
dog.
but it don't matter. I'm still trying to punt it.
I'm trying to kick it hard.
As
You know
hard
what
as I can.
Hard as
I know they're gonna raise it up and I'm gonna fall. I know it. We know it. Yeah.
Every year, I'm
Say,
going
man,
the same shit
playoffs.
every year.
And playoffs gonna tell you all you need to know about your team, man.
28 years. They didn't tell us. They didn't tell us.
Playoffs.
That's a sad discovery. Hey, Steve, I could have done without that, man.
But I tell you though, look,
I was saying earlier, though, like,
I'm looking at
waiting on
y'all, I'm
playoffs,
looking at
man.
everybody got their little stars, and I said, man, I'm not doing it today. I'm not doing it. And somebody said, well, man, I said, I got it. It's in the storage. I bring it back out. I said, but it's not even the fact. I said, because I'm getting ready to pop up. And I said, it's NBA season for me. NFL season's over. I said, I'm ready to pull out my NBA hat. I said, we're not much better. I'm a Spurs fan. We're horrible. But at least we hustle. At least we play hard.
Right.
I mean, lackluster effort,
It's
man.
never
I got a
not
young
Cowboy
guy,
time.
and he's,
that's
we
not-
got a young guy, and he's
Never not Cowboy time.
Unless
We
you-
lost 48 to whatever,
I don't
and the
care.
very
I
next
don't
day
care.
I was out in my Cowboys gear.
That's
I
right.
had on the
Tomorrow
next
I'm
day.
gonna have it on.
Yeah.
But,
Next week I'm gonna have it on.
yeah.
Next month. When you go to the combine in February, I'm gonna have it on.
Yeah.
When the draft starts, I'm
That's
gonna have it
right.
on.
That's right.
For life.
Yeah.
I don't care what.
I'ma have it
People
on
that
too.
burnt your gear,
But-
I'm gonna let you get back because you was hurting under your feelings and the emotions. But get right, man. Tighten your
And I'm
tighten
gonna
up.
say something about that burning the girl. Next time, burn a piece of paper with the star on it or something. Don't burn the money you
But I'm
done
gonna tell you
spent.
something though. I'm gonna tell you something, Mr. Jones. I'm gonna tell you something, Mr. Jerry Jones. You have to put out some product. Look, what I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna keep buying merch, man. You gotta do something. You gotta do
You
something
on
to make me.
boycott again?
You
You
gotta
on
do
boycott
something to
again.
make me feel good, man. I work hard for my money, man. Like Donna Summers told y'all
Boy,
back
in the
in the
words
80s.
of
I work
Holly
hard for
Berry,
my money,
in the
man.
words of Holly
I work
Berry.
hard for my money. I
I feel
can't
you.
just spend my money on somebody who don't care about the brand, man. You got
Man,
to
we
care
are
more
the
about
brand,
the brand and my money.
Hey, John.
Get it right, man.
We are the
John,
brand,
look,
man.
how much-
Once
Get it right,
Jerry's
man.
once Jerry's gone,
Man,
man,
I'm
the
not-
brand
I'm
still
not
gonna be
mad at
here.
that.
We play,
Get it right, man.
We got 8 games at home.
Get it right, man.
Look,
You
we got
can't
8
keep.
games at
I
home.
work too
We got
hard for my
Pittsburgh.
money, man.
We got Cincinnati.
Get it right,
we got
man.
Cleveland. We got Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Cleveland, and 8 games at home. It sounds like it might be a 4-game season next year. So
It might not be.
regardless, you
might not be.
you don't see going yourself going to Cleveland, Cincinnati, or Pittsburgh.
And man, do something
No,
to
no.
make me feel good.
So
I-
even
as I told-
see bad teams.
as
We
I
went
told
to
you
see bad
before,
teams. I seen Andy Dalton.
You
in
have to
Cincinnati.
ask me this later on, and let me. as
We
of right
went
now,
all the way to
no.
Dallas to see Brad Johnson start at quarterback, and the Patriots beat us by 25. It was my first time at AT&T Stadium.
was already
When
locked
we
in.
playing the
He was
trip,
already
when we
locked
playing the
in.
trip, Romo was going to
Yeah,
quarterback.
yeah,
sure that?
Yeah.
yes,
You sure that?
yes.
I don't
Going
know
down
if
to
he
the-
was. I thought he had
Yes.
already
We
played
playing
on
that
game.
trip.
Yes.
When we
I
playing
thought he
that
was
trip,
already playing that game.
Romo was going, and
Right.
then once he got hurt, we didn't back out. We still went down there and watched the drubbing.
Right.
I would still go see
Right.
his team right now in all of those places. and
Man,
still
Cheese
go
was
to Dallas.
outside asleep.
Cheese was outside sleeping on the line, wasn't he? On the line, he was out there sleeping on the line. Yeah. So you
She said, "I can't do it, man. I
You
can't
not
watch
trying to
that
go
shit,
to Dallas
man."
next year? You'll go to Dallas next year. I know you are, but them two's ready to boycott. But I'm
Hey
still
man,
it's
do
still
something
gonna
to
get
make
money
me
in the
feel
stadium.
good. And it's gonna be in the same situation. You
We
gonna
play
spend-
St. Louis? Nah, we don't
Nah,
play.
that's what he said.
That's what he
Ah,
sound
when
like.
we
St.
win.
Louis, our
Yo,
players club.
Brooklyn, do something, man.
I can't do it, man. You know, me and Rick has rode this boycott
Yeah.
rodeo before. now.
Yes.
I have too.
I would not hesitate, man.
I'm hesitating this time.
I can't do it,
I'm
dog.
indecisive.
Man, I
got
done
to go
bought so
100%
much
in.
gear this year, man.
I did too. I'm not saying I'm not gonna wear the gear. I'm not buying anything else,
No,
man.
because look, this
Till
is
you
the best.
till you win a playoff game.
So look, you got
They done
almost 8
did
months
that
of
last
basketball.
year.
What have you done for me lately?
You got almost 8 months of basketball season, right? So you telling me this by far out of all the seasons that we have, this is our favorite season, all of us. You know what I mean? We like college basketball, but we know what we do for the Dallas Cowboys. To say that you're not going to get back in your mode once that rolls around, we live for this season, dog. This is the most entertaining part of the year as far as sports-wise for all of us.
As I told
I've
you,
got gear to wear.
this loss is different for me.
I've
This-
got
this-
gear to
this
wear,
loss-
but I'm
this
not
loss is
buying.
different.
I'm not
We still in the
buying
same thing
anything
next
else.
year, man.
Not buying
The
anything
dance
else.
called a year hurt. The dance called a year again.
That-
Green
that-
Bay keeps
that-
doing
Nah.
it, and then
that
Aaron
didn't
Rodgers
hurt
did
like
it
this.
again. Aaron Rodgers did it again.
That didn't
Nah,
hurt
I'm gonna be
because-
excited
that-
again in March.
I'm
That
gonna be
Dez
excited
Grant
again in
catch-
March.
that Dez
Absolutely.
Grant would let me
I'm
know
talking about
that
with another
we-
sport.
We did what we were supposed to do and they got robbed, but we came out there, we gave effort, we had heart,
Yeah,
we
right.
fought. This was
that's
different. This was
the
different.
thing with me.
You got
I
something
can
to look
accept a
forward
loss,
to.
That's
man.
where I'm at. It's
But
how you
lose
do
on
it.
I
your
accepted
feet,
it early, dog. Like,
man.
we've laid down
Lose
multiple
on your
times.
feet, bro.
Bro, we've said that too many times to not expect it out of the team.
Hey, man.
You're asking a Tiger to change the strike. We got beat down against San Francisco. We got beat down. We laid down against Buffalo, and then you don't expect us to lay down now.
Yo, are we the same team as we was in Week 5? We're talking about Week 5.
No,
right.
We're not the same team as
I
that.
was wrong.
Let me say something,
Evidently, we are the same team.
Know
I was
that.
wrong as a motherfucker.
Know that.
Evidently, we are the same team.
Let me say
wrong,
something.
Bro. Like, I was wrong. It just is
Buffalo
what it is.
manhandlers. Buffalo was like men amongst boys. Green Bay didn't do that to us. They didn't manhandle us all over the place.
Yes, they did.
No,
yeah, they did. And they let up. And they let up. We said, they let up too, man.
I don't think it was
They somewhere eating burgers right now. They never had Indies. They never had Indies on us.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, they should have had Indy.
Well, hear me out, man. Hear me out.
Plus, they was on the sideline talking crazy.
Hear me out, though. It wasn't a physical Cardinal that beat down, man. That scheme got us beat down. That scheme got us beat down.
Did you see our D-line try to slant and get in there and make
the
plays?
3-4
got us
beat to death.
Man, did you see Jared Alexander push
the cover
CD?
3 got us beat to death. The
Didn't do
scheme
nothing.
got us beat to death. When they just physically moved us.
So you telling me 48 points and a physical impose your will on another team?
Hold on, man. When we played. When we played, hey man, when we played the Cardinals and we played Buffalo, you saw us physically getting pancaked.
They dropped more points than Buffalo did on us.
But it wasn't about the points. It was about half.
It's all about the
you
points.
saw Buffalo.
Didn't I just say the D-line was slanting trying to get through
But
where
you
they
saw,
was?
you saw.
Didn't I just tell you he pushed CD and they ain't do nothing?
He ain't do
That was a punk move.
We all see
We didn't get moved pancakes.
Yes,
like
we did,
no.
bro. Yes, we
I didn't
did.
see anybody
We
get
was getting
pancaked.
blown off
Man,
the
I
line.
seen
Did you
D-Long
see
get
Aaron-
pancaked in the goal line. He was way
we
past
seen
him.
that video that Aaron Jones, what he say? Aaron Jones told his sidelines, we come out, we're going to punch the front runners in the mouth.
Yeah.
We're going to come out, we're going to punch the front runners in
ain't
the
been no
mouth.
respect.
Yeah, that's what he
No
said.
respect, dog. We're going to come out and punch the front, we're going to get in their shit,
Mike
we're going to
run
play our
around
ball.
goofy,
He told his
trying to be
sideline that,
everybody
and that's exactly what they did. That is
That's what they
imposing
did.
your
From
will.
the first time they got the ball.
We
Talking
are going
about
to
they use their speed? No, they beat us
punch the
up.
front runners in the mouth.
I'm
They
not
ran
saying-
between the tackles.
I'm not saying they
didn't
used
beat
the
us
speed.
on the edge, dog.
They ran between
everywhere.
the tackle, but they had Quinn baffled. They had him off track. He didn't know what was
They let
going on.
Romeo
He stayed in the
Dobbs
same
drop
defense.
150 on their
He
head,
stayed
bro.
in
Dollar
the.
to
He
dollar.
was in. This dude was in. You heard him say
No.
6 DBs.
Dog, they let,
You
and
can
still-
run on that
and-
all day
and
long,
still let
man.
Romeo
That's
Dobbs
not a
Because
physical
we're gonna
beat down. You got
got
3
Because we
men
was
up
scared.
front.
We
You in a
was scared of the
3-4.
pass.
You in a 3-4 with 2 light safety linebackers.
Yes.
You're 3-4 yards downfield before there's any contact.
And guess what happened when
It's
it's
not a
contact?
physical beat
Push you
down.
back.
It's a
Push you
scheme.
back.
It's a scheme, a zone.
man,
It was
nah,
cover
man.
3s,
Nah.
6 DBs. Come on, man.
That get you beat up.
You can't
That get you beat up.
You can't get
That's the
physical.
definition of get beat
You
up.
can't get physical.
You brought some
with
little
6
guys to a
DBs.
big guy fight, and the little guys got hit in the mouth.
They was getting
Yeah.
the linebackers was getting touched on, man.
Yeah.
The linebackers was getting touched on.
Because they little.
They little.
DBs wasn't even getting no action in that run game,
look,
man.
you
They
even-
wasn't getting
even-
none of that action in that
so
run game.
even with 6
DBs
DBs
wasn't getting none of that action in that run game. He was way in the linebacker
The
spot. before
DBs was
DBs
backing up.
came
Backing
over.
up.
They
They
was
getting
getting
burned.
They was
That's why
burned.
Dobbs had 100 and a half.
Bingo. That's
He had
my
100 and a
point.
half.
That's my point. They was
That means
getting
your
burned.
corner. That means your
They was
receiver.
getting burned.
That means they're getting beat
They
up.
getting
beat up too.
That means you're getting beat up.
They were getting burned, man. No.
When Gilly's back was
You
shown,
ain't even-
going this way and dudes going the other way.
Yeah.
Take his.
Hey man,
Hey,
when
Jordan
we
Love was
listen
picking
to
us
me,
off,
man. When we
picking us
played the
off.
Cardinals, we were 5-6 man down. That's getting beat up, and they was still running it. When you when you running a 3-man front, man, no, man.
No, look.
You hitting any
They
gap
came
you
out-
want to, man.
They came out. They
definitely-
bullied us on. They bullied us offensively and defensively, both of them, though. Like they didn't. They came out and our defense bullied. Their defense bullied our offense. Their offense bullied our defense, and that it showed the whole game.
And their
They were
coaches
literally-
bullied our coaches.
They were unstoppable.
And they water boys bullied our water boys.
Man, dog, everybody,
Correct.
dog. Like they came in and told them to raise the price of Miller Lite in AT&T Stadium, and Jerry did it.
The
Jerry did.
difference with me is when you see the Cardinals and you watch that was 5 man on man, 6 man, just the run man on man, hat on hat. We didn't even have enough hats on the line to defend this run.
But it's so
They get beat
bad.
up
That's
in.
all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man.
If it's 3 of them and it's 6 of us and we run up and we whoop them, that's their fault. They ain't have enough people.
I agree.
We whooped them.
I agree.
Yeah, you got jumped. You got flipping. You got jumped.
Y'all should have people to the party.
You knew it was going to be.
Man, you knew what was going to happen.
I agree.
But it's so bad.
But that wasn't a man on man.
You watched the last 3 games. I just told you since he got back, they had ran 100-some yards every game. They didn't change up nothing. They didn't do nothing different.
We did. We ain't played that. We ain't.
Yeah.
That's my whole point.
And that's why you got beat up. That's why you got beat up.
Line up, do what you do, get beat up like the Cardinals
Let's
did.
line up and don't do what you do and get beat up.
They got physical.
That's not the same beat up I'm talking about. That's not a man on man
Yes, it
beat
was.
up, man.
So if you get knocked out by uppercut, if you get knocked out by haymaker, guess what?
You got knocked out.
You get knocked out. But if I got one hand up and I got 2 hands up, that's a difference.
You still asleep.
Put both hands up.
No,
Put
bro.
both hands up. Hold on, my point is, no, man.
That's what
Put
you're
both
saying.
hands up. Put
That's
both
you.
hands up, and you got blocking ability. You can't block with one hand. Something gonna catch you.
That's what you would say is you. But as
Put
me,
some on the line. Give you a chance to defend
You
yourself.
only got one hand up.
That's Quinn's fault, but
That's
yeah,
your
that's what I'm
fault.
saying.
You only got one hand up.
That's Quinn's
If
fault.
I keep hitting you, you're gonna eventually put it up like you're
He's
gonna sleep.
not.
And we went to sleep.
He's not
We
going
never
to.
put it up. We went to sleep.
He's not going to.
Yeah.
My whole point was saying
That's why we
he
got
shit
shouldn't,
up.
he
Hey.
shouldn't even have a job
Hey,
today.
check it out, man. Hey.
Queen
Hey.
Sabotage.
Hey y'all, hey. Hey man. Hey, the season's over, man. So I think they need to hear this. All season.
This country, all across the league, they stood up to defend their city and defend their team. Except in the city that deserved it the most. Except the team that's most recognizable and deserved it the most. What do you do when all you have don't understand?
Put him on the staff.
Put him on the staff, man.
They don't need to be most.
Put them on there for you. Obviously, you got the soft bitches, soft guys who need it. You ain't got no dogs who go out there and don't need no motivation.
Yeah, I agree. They need it.
That's what you do.
What they have done because they
Coach yourself.
They handed
You
it
need
to
him
me.
to spot
Put
who's the
my
dog
damn
who wins.
championship on the table.
Get a dog
That's
coach
all we
for team
have.
to come dog.
Put your damn
Obviously, we ain't winning.
championship
They just
on
kept-
the
they
table.
kept-
Could have looked at hard, man.
All
wanna
ass
charge
gotta go. Every
Like you said, all they asses got to go.
I feel that 140%.
I
All
feel
they
that.
asses got to
I
go,
feel
The
man.
thing that hurt me too,
I
dog,
feel it.
during the halftime,
Hey.
I seen Jimmy Johnson going nuts.
Jimmy
dog.
Johnson
And he
shed a
was
tear,
not
man.
playing,
He was
bro.
dead. He
Plus,
was
plus,
dead
he, plus he
serious,
wanted
dog.
to.
That's when
Plus
I
he
knew it
wanted
was
to.
over.
Plus he wanted to be in that locker room too, man.
Man, he did, man.
Yeah, he was
Hey,
hard.
am I in
Trey
the- am I
thought
in
he
the
was
scene,
playing, but
man?
He was not playing.
You have to get over in between me and John.
Told y'all that man can come back.
Who, Jim?
Damn, I got bent
Man,
He
down
got
and all
fire in
type
his,
of
he got
shit.
fire in him, man.
How
That's
can he come
passion.
back? And we just said that
should be able to hear
the
you
old
right
coaches
now.
ain't it no more. We need a new coach.
Fellas.
Take y'all
I just
Andy.
need somebody that can get attention. I think he can get the attention of people. You know, like Steve Bo said before, he can lead me.
Yeah, it's raw and uncut, man.
So we over here talking about Jimmy Johnson come back. I'm saying,
That's
nah,
all.
man.
Let him
Me and
be.
Steve
Let
just
him-
always,
Troy
me and
in front
Steve
of-
just
I'll take
always
Troy
thought
somewhere in the front
that he
office.
could
Yeah,
lead,
I'll
he
take
can
Troy
lead me,
a
he can
job,
lead
man.
me in, and Troy would be
Get
good
Troy
in
a
the front
job,
office, I think, man.
Yeah, get Troy a job, Jerry.
So, fellas,
We
with this
toughness,
being
man.
the season finale, we just want to thank everybody for supporting Cowboys Raw and Uncut, man, for the season 1. We promise that we're going to continue to keep it coming. Keep looking out for us on Cowboys Raw and Uncut podcast. Follow the YouTube. Hit all streaming platforms out there where you listen to your podcast. Next season, man, we're going to do it bigger and better for y'all. So y'all just keep on supporting us, getting them likes up on everything, man. Hit the notification bell. Y'all got something y'all want to say, and I'm just the host, Dre. This is Crew. We all here together, man. Cowboys stand up, man. That was a terrible loss, but guess what, man? We all we got. Y'all got something y'all want to say, crew?
Thanks for all the support from everybody.
Yeah,
all my friends and family who didn't hit the buttons, even the ones who ain't even Cowboy fans who just was subscribing and watching it just out of the love, man. I definitely appreciate you.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate the love, the hate, man, the support, all of that, because it all equals to y'all tuning into the content, you know. So, you know, the hate, the love, the support, it's still the same, man. And thank y'all for clicking them like buttons, you know, your comments, all that through the season, you know, standing with us through our inaugural season. You know what I mean? We was learning and y'all stuck with us, man. And
yes.
You know, this is all new to all of us, man. And you know, to my brothers, I appreciate y'all. You know, this all started from a
likewise,
from a
brother.
Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, my brothers. You know what I mean? So what it is that, you know, this all started from a group message, man, and we thought to ourselves, like, you know what I mean, that why not try it? You know, Studio John, man. Appreciate you.
Shout out Studio John.
Yeah, shout out Studio, man.
All that, man. Like,
even
you know,
if you are Eagles fan, you crying too.
Yeah, he's crying. Yeah, so, you know, all in all, man, you know, thank you to everybody, man. All of y'all, man. You know,
yeah,
most
we
definitely,
appreciate the
It's
support.
been a wonderful little run here so far, man. Looking forward to next season.
Absolutely, and,
Yeah, we'll appreciate
don't get it twisted, my fault, OG. Don't get it. We'll still throw some things out there on breaking news, touching on Cowboys, the draft for sure. But season 2 probably won't start until the preseason. But we'll still put out stuff time for time on all our platforms when breaking Cowboys breaking news come on. Go ahead, OG.
Yeah, we thank everybody, man. I'd like to thank everybody who's liked and subscribed and gave us a shot. You know, keep following us. We're gonna valley do better and bigger things coming in the second season. And look, we like all feedback, man. Good feedback, bad feedback. We all living in this world, man. We gotta love, and you should be able to disagree and have
yeah, we appreciate the haters too.
conversation about football and sports and keeping things in perspective. You should be able to disagree and talk about these things and have good genuine conversation in the sports arguments and not get personal, man. So we appreciate all the good feedback. Keep sending the love, keep sending the hate.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah. Like everybody's saying, appreciate the love, man, the support, for everybody, for those that know, to those that don't know, they gonna know soon, because we ain't stopping, we gonna keep this rocking, man. And shout out to my brothers.
Yes, sir.
Rick and Terry, this is, we different from everybody else, man. We doing it different. Our stuff is different. It ain't the same as everybody else's. And we just bring y'all into our text threads that we've been doing for years.
Right.
Like, it ain't nothing fake. It ain't nothing.
Text threads been going on for 10 plus years. It's been over 10 years.
We've been doing this. Like, we just,
It's been a minute, though. It's been a while, man.
we really bringing y'all into our world right here, man. From our 502 perspective, man. So we appreciate y'all tuning in and look forward for more.
Absolutely.
It's only gonna grow and get bigger, man. That's
Much
it.
love. Appreciate it.
Until then, crew out.
Cowboys Nation.
Cowboys raw and uncut.